following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
I'll be asking when I can talk with the opera house next.
Well, let's say reunite.
And it's just every midnight.
Until we can get you better with instrument.
Practicing hours?
Aye. The rest of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so, because I don't own a clarinet, just so I can practice on. Not to worry, I'll just go down and practice.
He smiles beneficently and pays you your copper. You are now the proud owner of 1 copper penny, Merlin. Is there anything else thou be doing at this time o' night? Or very, very approaching morning?
Waiting until the morning so I can have that new boyfriend.
Where are you waiting? In the opera house. So you're, once the performance is cleared out and all the temporary staff are exited, they lock the premises until sunup.
Oh, sure.
There you are being informed of this, in fact. So if you want to stay, you can, but you won't be able to leave until sunup.
No, it's my dad.
Right.
I'm gonna get sicker.
I was disappointed because you got back from that topic.
So, it is a fairly quiet night. It isn't too far from your job to your lodgings on Elm Street, and you are able to make it back. When you enter the room, I require that you roll a perception check. A wisdom check.
11.
Is that less than your wisdom?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it less than your wisdom by 10?
No.
I would doubt it.
No, it is my wisdom.
Yeah, I rolled 66 for Promise.
Yeah, Sulin sits awake in the room. The blonde man is sleeping fitfully. Occasionally he mutters something like, "Oh, no. Stop teasing me." Or, "I think you're so big, older brother, but you'll get your comeuppance." A small grey rat is sleeping on his forehead. Otherwise, the room is unoccupied, as far as you're aware.
It's not scary.
I see you now.
Ooh.
I'm just watching over him till he wakes. Not well. I hope to get to the markets first thing in the morning. Sleep well.
Meanwhile, what are you doing?
I was sleeping well.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's in somewhere
I
in the
wasn't
room.
sleeping well.
He was having nightmares?
Yeah.
Alright, and when you finally do go to sleep, you will have that same dream that I discussed before we rolled back into the opera house. Now we're all caught up and nice on the 4th.
The 5th, yeah.
5th now, sorry. So, eventually, unless anyone is going to do something, it becomes prime. You will know it becomes prime because there is a sonorous gong sound from deep within the city, followed by first one set of bells, and then another, and then another. Prime is morning, daybreak. That's what I give you this little information.
No,
Start look.
I made a clock and I just reversed them. I'm an idiot.
There's a clock.
Did any of you put in that kind of effort? No. Oh, made a clock. That's awesome. Followed by another set of bells, and another, and another.
Good son.
Yep. Eventually, by consensus, it is daybreak.
They were agreed.
Everyone may roll to wake up who is not awake currently.
Just if we don't wake up, then we just die in our sleep.
Danny.
Die in your
I said
sleep.
die in my sleep.
You quitted, did you?
I failed.
Okay. What have you got?
I think it's a 3.
Okay. You are being chased through the opera house. The nightmarish figure is catching up to you when you burst through a door and you're outside in the daylight. And you wake up. You got a 3, you said? Okay. Let me get back to you. You are cornered as the nightmarish figure reaches towards you with its horribly disfigured talons and give you a good slash across the chest. You wake up screaming and bleeding
And bleeding?
Oh my god.
with 4
That's from Elm Street.
razor sharp cuts deep into your chest. Lose 2 hit points.
Guys, we need to go.
Shit, that's half a mage!
Holy
shit, and he's a mage!
The sound of him waking up wakes you. Light, there is very dim fuzzy light.
Oh. Oh. There's something on my forehead. Squeak! Oh, little scribbles.
It scampers off your forehead and goes over to what little is left of the cheese.
I would have jumped up and drawn sword.
Okay.
He's got up screaming, so what's wrong?
Well, from the evidence of anyone burst in, it looks like you just cut him 4 times.
I'm bleeding. I don't.
I just had this horrible dream where I got cut. Oh, jeez.
I had a nightmare where I was attacked in an alley. And, I'll start taking my top up off and trying to dress it up.
Take the top half off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You remove your tunic.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Seems he was attacking asleep.
Is he injured?
Yes, scratched.
Bring him over here.
You're too weak to do that.
Bring him over here.
You're too weak. You need to
I'm
conserve your energy.
Fine, if I'm dying anyway, I might as well do it helping him.
It's fine. I can dress it up. It's okay.
Only if you're absolutely certain.
I'm sure. Just keep your strength.
We'll go to the market today and try and find this merchant.
Thank you. Sulin.
Is anyone going to inspect the sick man?
Which one?
Yeah.
The sick man.
Sick as a
Yeah,
best injured, I suppose, yeah.
I'll have a look at him, Ian.
Okay, so he has no irises or pupils anymore.
Your conditions get getting pretty bad. We're gonna need to do something probably today.
That was the plan. two of us at the market would be better.
Yeah.
You alright staying here?
Yeah. I'll just what.
The noise of
wait.
people moving about the inn now filters through to you. You can hear people in the stable yard outside saddling up and horses moving out, the sort of thing. General activity of the day starts coming through.
Yes, if you wish to do that.
It was 399.
Mm-hmm.
Literally one of my free again.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
See, I was going to make a joke about how I had a nightmare while on Elm Street, but then I was literally.
We should make our way now. I don't know what time the market's assembled, but we'll go see if we can find them. And catch a logger.
You too.
We'll progress downstairs, out the door and downstairs.
Okay.
Who's in the underneath?
When you get to the inn, you will find there is Jamie Lee is behind the bar. There's tall, broad-shouldered man with a stern face paying a bill. It looks like he's like geared up to go. That's it. Continue. Okay. You're all going, I'm assuming?
No, 2, 1 stone.
So the two that are going, you are heading for the Hyde Park markets. You arrive. There are a number of stalls and merry bunting, each proclaiming their wares loudly outside these stalls are a new number of merchants. They vary a little from person to person as people do, but by and large they all seem to be dressed broadly the same. Except for one of them.
My mate Lujibo.
Yes, the familiar wide belted caftan wearing humble, honest Wajibu is loudly proclaiming his wares outside a tent and stall, noticeably brighter and more vibrant than everything else. So you know they're not in a Zack Snyder film.
We will approach the stall.
Okay. Do either of you have find traps?
Yes.
Good, because you're not going to need it. It's a marketplace.
Except for the place that sells traps.
So, what are you doing? You're in a market, you're approaching. Eventually the waveform collapses and you arrive.
I see you, Wajibo.
Ah, and I see someone who is coming to shop. Please, please, before you inspect anywhere else, you must look at my table full of worthless shit that I can't sell. No one will buy it because they are clever.
We are here to use this shit.
Wait, really? Then please, please, horrible mundane things, terrible things, ordinary things from my homeland, and things I literally only have on here so I don't trip over them in the gutters. Can I interest you in a copper comb? It has teeth missing, perfect for mustache. Or small rodent. Perhaps I can interest you in this burnt scroll. Useless to everyone, but perhaps useful to you? Ah, I know. fine discerning ladies such as yourself will be needing clothing. How about this triangle? Hmm?
Eat too much triangle.
Ah, then you will want to combine it with this 1/2 of a scissor. Once used by a tailor until the other half fell off. Perhaps technically this is now a knife. Or perhaps I can interest you in a worthless oil lamp with a hole in the bottom. You cannot fill it, and people on this side of the ocean do not know how to use it. Small statue of a hedgehog? Made of real thing.
God.
Ah! Imitation silk belt. It is actually a very fine form of cotton.
I'll unspeak the lamp.
I'll speak the belt.
Okay. Who wants to go first? Probably Sulin, okay. The lamp is obviously brass. Well, under all the tarnish. Clearly, there is a hole, like a sort of upside down teapot spout on one side, and then there is a lid. And at the bottom, as mentioned, it looks like a hole has been either drilled or worn through it. It is pretty clear that you're supposed to fill it with something, but it wouldn't stay filled if you did. It has no adornments. This lamp was sold to me by a merchant farmer who could not pay his bill, so he settled it with this. Now, I accepted it only because it is brass, and when I get home, it can be melted down.
Oh, not from where?
Oh, it is a place called Dras. It is a great trading and merchant hub. But we have many such of these things in my land, and they are so common. Really, I was feeling sorry for him, so I took it. Now I cannot sell it. It is the melting pot for it when I get home.
How much would you sell it for?
A worthless thing like this, only 4 silver pieces. After all, it is solid brass and tarnish. Such tarnish you will not see this side of the ocean. The belt is a very fine cotton sash, apparently dyed blue at some point, although very little of that remains. But it is light and apparently purposeless. Though you probably could tie it around your waist and hang belt pouches from it.
What? How does a scroll of identify work? I've used it, so I don't.
Okay, a scroll of identify, when unrolled, will the first sentence on it will tell you how to use the scroll, and basically what you need to do in order to use it. So if you are the one who has them, you would have probably unrolled one, and it will tell you how to use it. You can't waste the scroll by accidentally using it because it requires you to speak component out loud. The first part of the scroll is the instructions, because it is designed for use by anyone. The entire thing is phonetic. Were none of you able to read, it would have imprinted the knowledge into your memory.
So,
But you can read, so it didn't.
again, I can ask that question.
Basically, it's foolproof. You can't cast it on the wrong thing that you don't intend.
Yep, it's more that I don't know.
You basically have to touch the item and then read the spell.
Out loud, or you whisper?
Well, it does have to be out loud, but you can whisper it if you want. I mean, you're not going to be able to hide the magic effect.
Yeah, that's the problem, yeah.
Don't worry, magic is perfectly legal here unless it's for criminal purposes.
No, it's more that.
Look at stairs and put them up.
Yeah, and the Oh, the lamp actually is worth more than 4 silvers.
Demand just went up, you want sorted.
See?
It doesn't. It reveals it only to the person who used it, doesn't it?
It actually, the scroll then becomes a sheet with the information about the item on it.
That's right.
So if you're the only one reading it,
Yeah.
you're the only one who knows what it is.
I'll whisper. Let's just try one on this.
Although I do have to wonder why you're trying to identify a belt.
The
The
lamp.
lamp, I think.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Oh, never mind. I figured out what you think it is. No, go ahead. You can do whatever you want.
the problem is you go, is he fucking playing us or is he not now?
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Because you do whatever you're going to do anyway.
Exactly.
Never second guess yourself.
Not me, it's not my spells. I asked. That's why I asked. Well, we could go in the back and see what he's got in the back.
Oh, many expensive and exotic items of wonderment.
We're at an impasse, we don't know how to cure him, and it was suggested that the only thing could be magic.
You know, it is almost like these ears, they do just frame my face.
I did say we're whispering.
I know.
Okay.
You are still only 2 feet away from him, though.
Can we see your shields?
Oh, of course. Lamentable that I cannot sell anything from the table of crap. But perhaps we will get lucky and an urchin will steal something from it while we are inside. Please enter Wajibu's humble tent of amazing artifacts of wonderment and value. Please, please. He opens wide the tent. Inside the tent you can see many like temporary shelves stocked with things.
Things. Oh.
Do you enter the tent? You enter the tent. Both of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Inside the tent is a small hanging brass enclosure with a fire inside it that lights it. Many wonderful things glitter at you from the shelves. Things that look like wands and scepters, crowns, diadems, fine clothes, weapons, armor, foodstuffs even, musical instruments, variety of many different things.
You just asked if there's something.
What are you looking for?
We're looking for a cure for our friend.
Ah, potions and such. What ails the man? I have. He takes a shelf and he moves it aside through another one, revealing another shelf full of bottles.
Literally through the other one.
Yes,
As in space and time through.
yes,
Thank you.
yes, yes. What ails the young man? I have many things in Wajibu's fine shop that I have collected here.
And the death for this.
There is no cure. Your friend, if he is still alive, is dissolving away, literally, yes?
He has his whites of his eyes are now clearly white.
That is not a symptom.
Sorry?
That is not a symptom of the ailment you prescribed. Wajibu knows these things, for once his brother was struck with that very affliction. And he died.
So, what would that be a symptom of?
Having no eyes?
No, he still has eyes. They're just no colours. Completely black.
He looks puzzled. Oh, I do not know. Ah, there is a fine healer in this town by the name of Mother Gnu.
Should we see?
He was dying of death.
Dying of death. then a powerful force is angry with him. Perhaps he has offended a great wizard who has put a curse on him.
It's a possibility.
Why do you suspect Amber death then?
He was.
Ah,
And possibly breathed in.
well, I do have a cure for that here, but I do not think it is your friend's ailment.
We did,
Besides which, the cure would be hideously expensive.
we did fight. The undead the other night.
Is it possible he is being turned into a white?
White?
A form of undead. A powerful spirit of malevolence and great power.
And how will we know if he is?
When he becomes insubstantial and drains your souls. Although you are lovely ladies, he may take you away to his eventual sleeping chamber where you will wait on him for his slumber of eternity.
And how do you cure this?
Cold iron. In our lands, you would go to a great wise one, and he will use the magics and the spirits to banish the white and cure the man afflicted. But you do not have such here. Of course, there is always the ridiculous powers of the wizards of this town, and few that there are. Perhaps better to simply use the cold iron.
Because it's getting cold iron. I haven't seen any in this town.
Oh! I have many fine cold iron weapons here, all priced very reasonably, starting at only 200 gold.
Yeah. We don't have that much.
This particular scimitar here was once wielded by Prince Hassan himself. A great distant relative of Wajibu's, though he claims no special privilege from it. It did come into my possession following an interesting evening of gambling. Yours for a very low price of only 50,000 gold.
So, how would you do?
You kill him and he stops becoming a white.
Oh,
Or was that an in-character thing?
It could be both. We would stab him.
At least then he wouldn't become a powerful spirit of malevolence.
It's not you, is it?
Nope.
No. No. Expect sure. Not really the cure we want. We might have to see the wizards.
Nor the one you can afford.
And I can't afford the wizards either.
I'm sure they could not interest you in anything from my table of junk.
Unless you do want to try and use a scroll on that plan.
You know about scrolls of comb?
Because we were told that there was a lamp of. They did say. That lamp earlier on.
It's brass.
Yeah, no, I mean, sort of the last game. A lamp was mentioned.
Yeah, they kept in the garden.
Yeah.
We'll return.
is the scroll that Sulin saw last time she was here, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
The same seal?
It is. It's not in the tent, obviously.
No.
It's in the table of crap.
Yeah.
Iwajibu hopes to see you again. Iwajibu enjoys customers.
Voice question. We will return and see what the other city said. There's nothing else you'd like to look at while we're here?
No.
There's no one around that I recognise.
Define recognize.
I was given a description of somebody, and I'm always looking up for them.
Somebody with Spring Heel.
That's the one.
Well, no, you don't see anyone matching that description.
We'll head back to the Elm Street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're all together again. There you go. These two come in.
Oh, did you find anything?
Yes, and no.
What did you find?
We found that he may not be dying of the death. Or amber death.
What's he dying of?
He may be turning into a white.
Oh, great.
What?
You,
Well, if anyone has knowledge undead, they can roll it. Didn't think so.
now to banish them.
Cephiro, if you're dying,
Yes.
could you do the same thing that you did to banish the skeletons on yourself?
No, that would just make me leave. It wouldn't destroy me.
Oh shit!
Also, I have the strong feeling that if I had gone that far, Tor would not listen to me anymore.
You're damn right I wouldn't. Oh no, about me, I'm Keith David, I'm just...
Yeah.
No, Sam. But no, he's quite correct. His god would not grant him powers if he were a white.
I wouldn't really need his god to run power if he was a white.
But turn undead is not a white's power. They have turn living. You're laughing, but they do.
Unfortunately, we've got to go try and find a wizard, but do you know how much they cost?
Yeah.
What if we go
100 gold, just ask a bloody question.
And he did have cold iron there. But again, we can't afford that.
A shame, I would rather die than become one of those.
I thought you might.
What if we went back to where we put them? Could there be something there to happen? Perhaps.
I don't think he's got 2 days. Do you have any ideas?
No, I could check it at the Arcanium Reddit, see if I can find anything in the books there.
Might be an idea. I'm all out of ideas. Do you have any other ideas, Cephiro?
No, but thank you, my friends, for putting aside your plans for my well-being.
We said we'd see this through.
Thank you. I won't get some sleep again now.
Be careful.
You drift off to sleep. Roll.
What's that? Okay.
An 18, you say.
Apparently.
Roll again.
Okay.
3.
Okay. Thank you.
You find yourself standing in a graveyard.
That's promising.
As you look around, day turns to night, and the tombstones seem to grow until they become large and wall-like. You hear something scraping across a stony surface from just off to your right, and there is a looming humanoid shape with razor-sharp talons, just running them down the rock, approaching you. It says, "We're in a maze of graves, boy. You can turn undead, but can you find the right turn to get away from what's coming to you?" And it reaches out, and its arms seem to stretch and stretch towards you, the talons looking like spear tips, heading for your heart.
Am I...
You turn and run,
Okay.
but you find that the stones are indeed maze-like, and it is not long before you are cornered.
Have I got what I would consider my gear with me? Like
You
my
are
hammer and-
naked.
Oh, I'm naked.
Oh no, it's a naked room as well.
I usually have a lot of those, but they're usually better than this. I will pray to Torin the Dream to give me protection against that.
As predicted. Your pursuer comes round the corner, and it says, "Oh, looks like a dead end." And it reaches out for you again, but there's a crack of bizarre-sounding thunder, and lightning strikes the ground between you and your pursuer, and you see a ghostly outline of a large man wielding a hammer. And then you're somewhere else, on a Serenian field in mid-afternoon, a gentle breeze blowing through your hair. You can see out across the water ships,
I'm
Their
home!
sails like puffy clouds. You continue off into your dream. Those of you in the waking world will see him having a bad dream. And then you hear a bizarre lightning sound, and a bolt of lightning shoots through the roof and hits him.
Does it break the roof, or is
No,
it
it
like
just seems
somehow-
sort of almost ghostly. That's the noise. And then he just settles down.
Is he still breathing?
Quite.
I'll check the whites of his eyes.
He is still white. Pardon the pun.
They have that black jokes today, so it's alright. Just countering it.
Hmm?
So I've already had enough black jokes today, so these white jokes are countering it.
But you're not black.
There wasn't me making black jokes.
So what are you doing?
Maybe it was the same thing that happened to me, but because he's a paladin, like his god maybe just stopped it.
What was he doing?
I was being chased down the alleys by like a shadow, and he was saying things, and then he cornered me and attacked, and then I woke up and I was bleeding in real life.
I've been having some So,
My dream was quite peaceful. Actually, it was peaceful, wasn't it? understand.
Coincidence.
I'll get you to the Arcanium. If you want me to come and you talk to the wizards, just come get me from there.
Well,
Okay.
well,
What are you two doing while he's gone?
I'm going to go downstairs and ask anyone else having strange dreams. Because talk about bad dreams, and that guy died in his sleep.
Scribbles is going to drag your stuff around and just be just playing with it.
My stuff around.
Yeah, just so you know what's happening to your gear. Okay. There aren't too many people down there this time of morning.
Well, I talk about Jamie Lee. I see you, Jamie Lee.
Good. I'm still alive.
Someone talking about weird dreams that things are attacking them. Is this normal?
Who's to say what people dream?
Well, my companions have been dreaming of being attacked, and one of them was attacked in his dream and injured, and it manifested on his...
You're saying one of our guests here has attacked you in your rooms?
No, he dreamt that he was attacked in his dream.
Well, that's preposterous. This thing has no curse on it.
No, I'm not saying the curse. I never mentioned curse.
It's certainly not haunted either.
How many other deaths have you had here?
Ever? Or just since the fire?
Unexplained deaths.
None.
Except for that one.
Oh, we know how he died.
How did he die?
Natural causes.
And, okay, how many other natural causes like that one have you said?
I'm not sure I like where this line of question is going.
I'm just more concerned that our friend, his eyes have turned white now, and he may die too, and I would like to help him if I can.
So that would be 3 of your group with funny eyes.
Yes.
I should have charged you full price, I just knew it. I'll send for Mother Gnu.
But all she said is he was dying of death.
I can't attest to that.
She can check again, but thank you for your help. I'll go back upstairs and I will mention these things to you. And you're asleep, so. Is this strange, or is this normal for this land
What is?
to have people dying for?
No, that's really strange.
I just
People don't just, I mean, they do when they're old or murdered, but they don't just die.
She seems to think this place is cursed, and well, no, she said it was not cursed. Whether it's
Did you ask her if it was?
she was very adamant that it was not.
I think it is.
Why can't you people just speak plainly?
Because sometimes in this land, when women say something, they mean the opposite.
When I say I want
When
to
they
kill someone,
say
I kill
no.
someone. Oh, yep. We went there.
I just know it.
Yeah, exactly.
My bad.
I'm sure raving's perfectly legal during this time period.
Yeah? You're true belted knight, you have the right to any unmarried wench you want. She has nothing to say about the matter.
It's not right. It's
No,
law.
it's doing your duty.
Hey,
Judge.
Moving right along,
Yes, thank you, please.
you reach the Athenaeum.
Yeah.
It appears to be shut.
Oh, and this is.
Is there like a reason on the door or something?
Because this is
No, there is, however, just a padlock.
Hmm?
There is, however, just a padlock.
Oh.
It's your fault.
Is there anyone nearby?
Yes, you're in a fairly civic district, so yeah, there are people nearby.
Like
All of them better dressed than you.
Like, is there someone that isn't just like passing through, like someone that actually, like they, like what they, like they're more standing around than actually just walking through this area?
It's the guardsman.
Are you literally looking for somebody who was walking around like they own the place?
No.
Okay.
I'll put the guardsman then. Hi. Hello.
Move along, citizen. No time to be blocking the traffic here.
I was just wondering why the thing is closed.
Because it's got lock on it.
When does it get unlocked?
Oh, Wednesday open.
Do you know what time that will be?
No, whenever they get around to it, I suppose.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Right, move along, citizen. No needs to be blocking the traffic.
What time is it now?
Right now, it is probably not quite tears.
Bring me out of day,
What?
I'll walk around the area a couple of times, and then head back to the end if it hasn't been.
Okay. So you were right back at the end.
I'll get back upstairs, see if I'm still there. Everyone still?
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
Oh, you've been finding your own food well enough, Scribble.
The other thing was closed. Right? No one seems to know when it opens. Thanks.
Guards out there in the army. I think it's 7 to 4.
Oh, really? I wonder why.
Guardsman. The head of guard said something about a mysterious suspect person. So it could be something to do with that. Maybe something was stolen.
I didn't see anyone there when I was there. It's just strange. Well, if we're gonna go talk to wizards, should we go now? I don't know where we would be going. We'll probably have to pass directions.
Well, I'm fine. Yeah. Talking
We were just discussing about this place potentially being cursed.
Rat is now playing with your coin. Just rolling it around.
Yes, Jamie Lee said that this place is not cursed, but But Mara believes that it is.
Why would she say it isn't cursed if it's cursed?
Someone explained the bad markets without any provoking. She just said that women is not cursed.
Oh.
So I suspect it's cursed.
And if it was cursed, how would we find out? I mean, you can do magic, so you know about curses and such.
Not really. I'm still learning it. My master didn't really teach me magic for learning so much as just to help around the house.
I'm familiar with the tale.
Cage is your master.
Right, okay,
So Cephiro might know about curses, but he's...
I
just need you to cast rub here, Aedrin. Sorry. Go ahead.
Clean yourself out.
I know of them, but not how to dismiss them.
how can you... is there a way we can tell that there is one here? Because it may be what's causing this in you.
Perhaps we should just relocate him.
We could.
See if that might, if this place does have a
You
curse.
can always take me to a local temple.
Let's do that. Adrian, can you lift him? I mean, not right now.
Well, we could try take him to a temple, yes. I mean, they may know.
Maybe he just needs fresh air. I mean, we will be warm now.
What's so fun me?
Just
How far away? I'll check the map to see if I can find.
The Isle of Small Gods is what you're looking for.
How far away is that?
Right there. Street of Small Gods.
A lot of temples around there.
Is there a temple you prefer to go to? Looked it up the other day.
Probably at the Tur. I believe there's no temple to Tor in this.
And you do happen to know there is a temple to Ben Hadar.
Yeah, I was going to get the other one, I guess. Well, failing that, Ben Hadar.
Which one of those is closer?
It wouldn't say on the street.
Oh, it would not say on the map.
Yeah, sorry. The other side of the city?
Yeah. So we're on Elm Street, and it is over here.
we'll be carrying him.
I don't need to be carried if somebody can just be a guide. I could probably get there. I don't think I could lean on you, Scribbles. You're a little small.
Pushes himself under your hand.
Oh,
I can help, but I probably couldn't carry you.
just need somebody to be a shoulder to lean on, and I'll get there. Beyond that, and somebody to be my eyes, of course.
Well, if
We should make haste and try.
Nothing else, they might be able to send some clerics of theirs to this place, and I mean, determining whether there's a curse or not shouldn't be too expensive. It's cleansing it where the real gold comes in.
I'm gonna try to help out Cephiro then.
Okay. It's past Tears when you make it to the Street of Small Gods.
What does it only have symbols and names, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What does your god symbol look?
Well,
wouldn't be looking for mine.
Yeah, no, the one that you want. That's what
Ben Hadar could have a wolf.
and the other one.
Can't remember what that picture is.
Okay, the latest and most up-to-date symbol for Ben Hadar is a red wolf's head backed by a white circle with a lightning bolt for an eye. And Athatur's is a triangle with green on one side, grey on the other, and a brown fist in downwards
that's right, it's the
position.
downwards fist, that's right.
So we're progressing till we.
Well, you can find both here.
Yeah.
The temple to Ben Hadar is particularly large and impressive. The front of it is a frieze depicting two armies clashing over the doors. On the doors are two sort of isolated figures, one with a curled horn around him and another bearing a scroll aloft. They're not armed. Outside are two squat men in heavy chainmail, wielding. One has got a heavy pike, and the other has a glaive guisarme. But both of them also have a sword and a cudgel belt on their hips. They just seem to be standing outside at ease. The Temple of Athatur is a plain stone building, a square array, which stands out amongst the mainly brown stone architecture around here. And it has no one outside.
I'll mention all this to you and say, which temple would you like? We've got them both here.
Keep in mind that Ben Hadar is a very warlike religion.
And again, that's not a problem. Which one would you like?
Just thought I'd let you know for your haunting cursed tavern.
They won't care. So
Well, they might benefit you more than Athatur.
We were just healing.
first we worry
Might
about
as well
you.
kill two birds with one stone, huh?
Worry about you first, and then
Take me to Ben Hadar. They've served me well in the recent months.
we'll make our way towards it.
The two men snap to attention, cross their pole arms before the door, and the one on the left says, "Know that you approach the Temple of Ben Hadar." And the one on the left says, "Bringer of messages and death."
I thank you for your warning. May we please proceed? We have one that wishes to pay tribute.
I'll let my help me some more.
Ah. The child of our God is always welcome here. Proceed in.
Thank you, my good fellows.
Now I'm across that front.
Do you get them?
Oh, yeah. They're going to stop you, however, and they're going to say, "Do not practice your craft here. Then be welcome within the walls." The doors grind open with an almost leaden weight. Beyond, you see an incredibly brightly lit hall. Separated by columns are different artwork scenes, some depicting violent brutality and obvious war, others almost emphatic negotiations of smiling individuals around tables. Some depict a messenger with a bag full of documents enduring hardships like climbing a mountain or crossing a high river. No two are alike. There are robed clerics inside and priests murmuring prayers. The room is dazzlingly lit by what must be 1,000 candles, some suspended in chandeliers above, some in little crenellations built into the wall.
Who should we talk to? Cephiro?
I don't know, I can't really see anything.
I will
I'd find
continue
a cleric
to
below.
further description. At the end of the room, or the back third of the room, there are a number of pews and a pulpit. And there are two large doors to the what you would, I suppose, be the left and right of the room at that end, both of which are closed.
I'll try to get the attention of the nearest cleric. Excuse me, we need help.
Do not hesitate. You are in the temple of Ben-Hadar. Speak clearly and unafraid. There are no wrong words here, save those of the Dark One.
My friend, he's a paladin of Tor, but
Ah. You are ill.
Yes.
Do you come seeking respite from your affliction?
I, unfortunately, nor can my friends afford such luxuries, but
You seem people of the world. I am sure we could furnish you with an easement from your affliction in exchange for good service to the temple.
I could accommodate that should my affliction be removed, yes.
Follow me. I will take you to the High Cleric.
Thank you.
What brings a paladin of Tor, he says as he leads you down the center aisle, to Sandromiras at this particular time?
I was on an errand just to deliver something to King Stephen.
Ah, a messenger. That is most worthy. A truly worthy cause to bring you here. And your friends also. They are messengers with you?
I know that they are extremely loyal and I appreciate their assistance in this matter.
Such a mixed group. This pleases us. All should get along together, or come to blows. It is in the middle that there is strife. There is a grey-haired old man near the pulpit. He appears to be organizing a weighty tome upon it. And he leads you all up to the grey-haired man and he says, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the High Cleric is?"
He is in the Hall of Victory.
Ah, excellent. Follow me, please. And he will lead you through the door to the left. On the other side is a stark, circular chamber, maybe 60 feet in diameter. It has no decoration whatsoever. It is furnished entirely in white marble. The only thing that you could possibly call decoration are the columns supporting the dome, the roof. In the center, praying, is a young man, maybe about 19. He looks up as you enter. The cleric bows before him and says, "High Cleric, I have bringing you a man, a paladin of Tor. He is ill and requires easement from his burden. He is willing to provide service in exchange for this. He was engaged as a messenger." "Ah, that is worthy," says the boy, and stands up. "We shall see to curing your ailment, and then see what you may do for us in exchange. You are aware that this is not a cheap service." Now, what afflicts you, be it curse or... And he stops.
I don't know. Why have you stopped speaking?
You're not cursed. And you have no disease. That it would be impossible. You are a paladin of Tor, yet if I...
I don't know what happened.
Recently, you have heard the voice of God.
Yes, I heard Tor's voice several days ago. And time has gotten away with me. 3 or 4, help me out here, my friend.
It's been 5 days.
No, it was... The Morris had not been done. You had the Lonely Man and the Dwarven Cleric there, and I had to protect the place. And from the undead, so we were praying to keep a wall up, and yes, I heard Tor's voice during that.
It is clear none of you heard it.
But they didn't.
You're not ill. I can't cure you.
Then why do I feel like the worst I've ever felt?
Because you heard the voice of a god. This is fairly common knowledge, I would have thought, especially to one in your position. The voice is inherently harmful to us mortals. This is always the price for such a worthy gift. Truly, you're very blessed.
Well, he died.
Do not take this
Oh,
the wrong
no,
way. I do not feel blessed.
If he's survived 5 days like this, then he won't die. The judgment will have already been passed.
Well, he was struck today, so... by lightning.
Wait, what?
While you were dreaming, you were struck by lightning.
Why didn't anybody tell me?
We thought you'd know.
Well, it's not the first time you've been struck by lightning, so...
Don't look at me, he's your god.
It all works in mysterious ways.
I've always found him fairly straightforward.
How long do you think it'll take him to recover?
Anywhere from a few days to a week, usually. The more important the visitation, the longer it takes. Usually. Really, you are quite blessed. No one here at the temple has ever heard the voice of our god. Incredibly rare and special event.
I will need to reflect and pray on this.
I find prayer is usually the right answer.
Would you mind if my friends took me back to your main chamber and I used it to pray to Tor? I would, of course, give thanks to Ben Hadar for his assistance in the matter.
Our temple is always open to you, of course. Under the circumstances, I don't feel right exacting a payment from you, as we have done nothing.
My friends do have another possible request related to the inn we're staying at. So.
The inn. I suspect I already know what you're about to say, but go on.
It's a new boyfriend.
Okay, no, I don't know what you're going to say. Go on anyway.
We believe that your boyfriend may be cursed. We've had one death that had been there, and they just woke, screamed, and died. And in his sleep, he was attacked, and he acquired these marks in his sleep.
Those appear quite grievous. Ran, it's unexpected. Your wounds close.
Thank you.
Free of charge this time. It isn't every day I get to speak to one who has heard the voice of a god.
I tried to help him myself, but my friends insisted I relax.
They were probably right. This is a time for prayer and reflection, not further use of the powers you are given.
Of course.
So you suspect that there is a sinister force at your inn?
Well, to have someone die of unknown causes, and this seemed to happen, and Lady Mara believes
I
that
have
she's been
heard
doing.
some rumors since the old boyfriend burned down. I would suggest that the only way to stop a dream from harming you is to fight it. Realize that you are in a dream and you control your dreams. You certainly seem capable enough in the physical world.
Thank you for your advice. We will try to do this and hopefully help them.
Go with the grace of Bethadar. Speak true and strike fast. Sometimes at the same time.
You go out to the main hall.
Good day to you. You right back in the main hall.
Did you want to go to Cephiro?
Which far is
Just
the
leave me here and you can come back for me at sundown.
If you're sure.
Yes, I need some time to pray and reflect. And I would think a holy place would be a better place than any other. I will be fine. There are plenty of clerics and Templars here.
Find an empty.
You three do what you need to do.
We'll be back at this one.
Thank you.
Alright. We'll find a nice spot. And do we wish to be back to the inn and try this?
Want to sleep now?
Well, I can sleep now. I haven't slept all day, so
Yeah, he was watching over our things. So.
You usually sleep all night. What a day of sleep.
no, I was watching over and so you guys could sleep.
If we have to fight, shouldn't we wait for Cephiro to
I don't know.
feel better before we?
Can you enter my dream? I'll see what I can do.
We'll just wake you up if you seem like it's getting too bad.
Obviously, we're talking about this on our way back.
Okay.
Just left you on the side of the road.
If Tor spoke to Cephiro at the Lonely Man, there was a large mana cluster, but bigger than I've ever seen or heard of. Do you think that the gods could just be sentient energy?
That was speaking cold.
Sorry, I just had an idea that.
My goddess is a physical being, not a mana. I know magic, but why would my god be mana? She's a goddess.
I've just a thought. If Cephiro heard his voice and the cluster dissipated after the night was over, I was just thinking about it.
Can't your god talk to you or show you that you manifest in right ways and show that it's how you know your god is?
No, I haven't heard of God speak to
You
me.
may not have heard of God, but you can see your God in all the things.
No.
So science versus religion here.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I have no intention of stopping it.
I've never seen one. I've heard people talk about them, and there are depictions, but
Well,
if it's if it's a powerful, if it's an idea that has power, people believing in an idea could give it more power. If people unconsciously, the amount of flows towards an idea or a concept, couldn't that makes such a concept sentient?
Richard, the words you were looking for are anthropomorphic personification.
yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what he's...
Well, I'm not a wizard and I pray to my god, so I'm going to step back from this.
Oh, great, we've got...
Science, religion, and atheism.
You, don't worry about it. It was just a thought I had upon hearing that.
But
Cephiro-
if God was mana can't speak, so then...
it's more like an idea. It's not.
But an
some-
idea
it's not
can't
something.
speak.
It's not some. It's not something tangible. It's more like an idea without form. It's something that's formless.
But my God has form in all things. She helps our crops, it helps my hunt.
But
The look of my bow.
Perhaps what you're looking for is that mana helps you in everything, right? And your god helps you in everything. So perhaps in some way they could be the same?
I don't think so, but
it was just a thought. I'll read on it more and see if I can.
if you wish to learn more about God, read it. Actually, what's worse is
Did we unlock more?
pamphlet machine.
Did we unlock some more? Like, was that like a little thing that came up? So we can read that later.
You have your religion section in your.
Something, yeah.
You have your religion section in the codex entry. You can read that now. Yeah, that's actually an interesting theological point he's raised.
I realise that.
And I just really wish that he'd raised it around the only person in the party who's qualified to
That's
speak on it.
exactly right.
Which case I would have said you're full of shit when I was real, go to hell.
Well, no, you wouldn't.
No, I'm just
No.
kidding.
Because there are gods who have come about by that
Yeah,
personified belief, like Crow
Yes.
Yeah. but again,
hunter.
I don't know.
and Death.
I just don't care.
I loved it.
Yes, I thought you would. Anyway, you arrive back at the inn.
I will head up to bed.
Okay, and so to bed. So, roll.
19.
You successfully fall asleep.
Well done.
I'm so proud.
The gold star.
Now roll again.
14.
Okay. How do I put this?
You died. Sorry. Put it for you.
You find yourself amidst the trees Mists swirl around your knees. High overhead, a raven squawks. The trees seem familiar. Rope creaks overhead. You see a familiar looking rope bridge. 3 pieces of rope tied in a triangle formation. A tree's shadow takes on an ominous form. It's almost like a person. Outstretched, jaggy, pointy hands. And you hear, "They have mastered hiding in the shadows, but can you hide from them?"
I will draw my sword.
Okay, you take a parchment and some charcoal.
I will draw my sword.
Okay, you find you don't have your sword.
I will 11. Draw my sword. Willpower. Is it wisdom? I will draw my sword.
You find you don't have a sword. In fact, you find yourself running as the trees slowly turn into brown brick. Eventually you find yourself inside a wooden structure. It twists and turns. The walls appear to be made out of the same wood as the trees, except they're running with snakes.
Good. Level 3.
Would we notice that she's clearly having a nightmare, or?
Nothing has happened really yet. She might have twitched before we
She's still even stoic in her nightmares.
Rolling a 3, I probably am pretty good.
Eventually, the wooden building seems to end in a common room. The charred corpses of people continuing to shamble around there as though they were perfectly healthy, and one man even walking on a leg that isn't there. It seems to be a perfectly ordinary night in a common room.
Almost like in that you were
Very much
very
like
much
that.
like it.
You find that suddenly it's on fire. A hole burns away beneath you. You feel the heat quite intensely. As you fall through the floor, you reach out to try and grab hold so you don't fall down.
14.
Is that lower than your deck? Yes, it is lower than your deck.
Yes.
You grab hold, and the burning timber burns your hand and arm. Do you continue to hold on?
Do we notice this? Or do we smell this?
You won't notice it just yet, but are you trying to hold on?
Yes. 6.
Okay. You will notice that her hand and forearm appear to be now burnt, like she's stuck it in a fire and held it there.
I'll try to shake her away.
Okay. This is a contested strength versus will. I don't actually know how you would do this, so I've just worked out a little mechanic. Basically, the strength of your shaking versus your determination to remain asleep.
My wisdom, my will.
Oh, yeah, no, that's like a comparative.
It's actually,
step-up.
because it's contested, you need to get as close to your score without going over. So who's closest?
I got 19, and that's way over.
So you fail automatically.
Yeah, I got 14,
Yeah.
which is 1 over.
Oh, so you failed too.
Yeah.
I'm going to make him win then.
Even
You
though
wish
he
you-
failed more.
Yeah, just because 19's like a bigger number. I don't know, he failed more. Yeah, so, yeah, whatever. You find yourself staring at a ceiling. Actually, probably staring at a guy for the first time in your life.
Yep, I screamed in pain.
He's not that ugly.
I'll
Do you pin
stumble backwards.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously I'm
Your arm
not
hurts quite a
home.
bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what fire damage is, so we'll roll a d4 and take that amount as damage. I could do it, but I won't.
One.
Okay, well, 1 then.
Quarter of a mage.
Sorry, quarter of a mage.
So, I'll grab the one of the poultices I have. Give me your arm. I'll try to start treating it.
Yeah, you remove the bracer, which is ruined by fire damage. More alarmingly, upon examination, you will find your boots have just like little scratches on them, like someone had been trying to grab hold with, say, razors.
Well, that was interesting. I was in the common room before it was in flames, so it must be the previous inn before we went and burnt. There was people shuffling around, and I fell through a hole in the floor, and I grabbed burning.
Don't move it so much. It makes it harder to treat.
Burning timbers. And then I woke.
So what the cleric said, just knowing that you're in a dream and changing it didn't work.
I could control some, but not all. Obviously, getting burnt was, and controlling some of it, I managed to control some, yes.
Maybe it's Cephiro. No.
David, why haven't you replied yet?
Oh no, it's because I made a comment on someone on Facebook, and now there's other people commenting, so I haven't touched my phone in a lot longer. So I put it over there.
So, what are you guys doing?
If you could control a little bit, do you think we could, if it's the same thing, could we all be inside each other's dreams?
Not like fall asleep at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. I've never tried to into someone else's dream. It sounds something like the wise ones would do, but
Wise ones?
Oh boy.
I've spoken with them before. Our wise ones are our magic,
Oh.
perform all our rites and bring about the seasons.
Okay. I just didn't know you had another name for it. Just magic.
Well,
I don't think it's just magic.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I can look at you. God damn it.
Well, if we can't, it doesn't look like we can beat them up individually. So maybe we should just wait for Cephiro to recover and see if he has a good idea.
Or just not sleep.
but then we'll be leaving these people to their fate and more death.
It would be fun.
We can't just leave everyone die.
Well, only one person has died. And she,
That we know about. What if there were other people that hadn't before we even got here? We've only been here for 3 days, and there's already been one person. And I was attacked, and Sulin was burned, so it must be
Well, you see.
common.
So you just don't sleep. Or we move in.
But then everyone else who's here will still be attacked.
I agree with him. They've given us shelter, and we should pay that. If helping them also.
But we paid them with sleep.
Yes, but they also reduced the price to help us. And they've given us sound advice.
Maybe if we tell them that we're trying to beat the monster, then they'll actually tell us about what happened or more about it.
That might be a good idea if they if we're able to find out how the fire started. It might help us.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be something that's still a holdover from what happened to the establishment before.
Well, continue to have your discussion, but while you're doing it, can everyone just roll me a little wisdom check? 5.
It's a little one.
That's a good one. That's a good roll.
It's a little wisdom check. Yours is not so little. And mine's even worse.
13.
Is it less than your wisdom?
More.
Only one person got lower than a wisdom.
Carry on.
Shinky.
What time would it be? Because like how long would it take since we're supposed to get Cephiro? We probably should do that instead of just
It's not that long.
Well, we said we'd be back at Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I just don't know how long the dream.
It's not even sexed yet.
Okay.
Wow.
So anyway, you will have noticed while you were talking that the rat has finished drawing, and by that I should mean scratching into the floorboards with his coin, a picture.
What is it?
A surprisingly detailed picture of a man's face. If that man was a horrible burn victim.
Do I recognise that face from the dream?
He should do.
He's the one that grabbed me.
It's the one that slashed you.
That's what the one that attacked me would look like.
And in mine too.
And the rat said,
Squeak!
Yes.
does a little gesture like that.
Has he been attacking you too?
Squeak!
The bigger question is how we do that.
Maybe now we know why Cephiro keeps them around.
Squeak!
Is it his amazing artistic abilities?
Can you draw that well?
Well, I just said it was amazing, didn't I?
We could ask him about this burnt man.
Especially now that we can describe it properly, you might help at our case.
Maybe if we don't, can any of you draw?
I can draw.
What if we get some parchment of a talking? With some coal on it.
Well,
Okay, that would be easier than just drawing.
This is my favorite thing to do with projects.
short rubbings. Just like rubbing things, have you seen?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't we all?
We still have quite a bit of parchment and stuff, don't we?
I wouldn't say quite a bit, but you've got some, yeah.
Yeah.
Enough to rub on the cooling in his face anyway.
So you get down and start rubbing.
Oh yeah, we do. We get down.
Oh, my one's really hard.
He's in it. For some reason, and just quite disturbingly, the way you sort of rub the page almost makes it look like this figure is backed by fire.
Oh, because the wood grain.
The wood grain in
Yeah.
that as well. It's quite a disturbing image overall.
How can I look fully at the
God. You missed that one.
I did,
Yes.
because of this.
Wizard has a star with a knob on the end of it. A wizard has a star with a knob on the end of it. A wizard has a star with a knob on the end of it. A wizard has a star with a knob.
Oh my God. Yep.
Sorry.
The kids of Elm Street don't know it yet, but something is coming to get them.
There's something out there, isn't there?
You could just see cuts happening.
What did that, Lieutenant?
I don't know. What's the coroner got to say?
He's in the John puking since he saw it.
They're gonna kill me for sure.
Did you do it?
There was somebody else there.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive and came out in a rubber bag.
No one knows where it came from or who it will visit next.
Nancy? There's something wrong with you. You're imagining things.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Do you believe in the boogeyman?
No.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
She's the only one who can stop it. If she fails,
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
no one will survive. From Wes Craven, director of The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, a new masterpiece in fantasy terror, Nightmare on Elm Street.
She picked up a pouch up and remember this.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, head downstairs.
Right, you head downstairs,
Right.
leaving these two sad
I was slowly.
sacks.
I said
You bravely flee the
I didn't
room.
really want to stay there. You just rub one out.
All innuendo aside, you flee the room.
A tactical retreat.
Cowardly run.
I'll come down.
Yeah, so you go downstairs. You're downstairs.
Who's changing the bar? Like, you generally or...
Curtis.
You can't tell at the moment, they got their back to you.
Well, one's a girl, one's a boy.
Yeah, but the hair's about the same length.
Different shoulders then. Hopefully.
Let's say Curtis is not the most manly of men. So it turns out to be Curtis,
Okay.
as he turns around.
Womanly shoulders we have.
Thank you.
I have something to ask you regarding the old boyfriend.
Look, I'm really sorry, but I'm not really interested in,
And
it's a little soon.
oh, I wasn't having that.
Well, good then.
If that's what. Sulin.
I don't. Still.
Can
Who's
I-
next?
Where did you get that?
A mouse? Rat?
We dreamt him.
Is that... Put it away.
Tell us who he is then.
Well, it looks uncannily like how... Well, when they finally excavated the fire, that looks exactly like how they found poor old Frederick.
Frederick who?
We just called him Frederick. He used to own this place before it burnt down around him.
Why was it? Did it burn?
Tell me how to get burned. How to get burned? How to get burned? How to get burned?
I don't know!
No one knows. It was on the same night as the torch-wielding mob arrived.
Which is a coincidence. The torch is better than this one.
Well, you know, there'd been talk of strange things going on, but...
With children and schools?
What? No, with travellers and them disappearing. And the mob got it into their head that Frederick was to blame, but those disappearances carried on even after they burnt the building down with him in it.
So they did excavate the body out?
Eventually.
So disappearances from this end? Like, from this end or...
Well, from the area. Of course, they eventually did stop. I think the guard caught up with whoever it was, and we rebuilt the inn. The new boyfriend. It was a popular inn once, you know.
So Frederick might be... So no one else has dreamt of him? You don't dream of him?
Well, everyone has the odd dream. I mean, yeah. Oh God. Oh, I feel ill.
My master, stop doing that.
Hey, excuse me. He leaves.
How can we get more information out of him?
He's doing well.
Oh God! Where did I suspect that was coming? You don't know?
Is she not around?
Not in the immediate visual range, no.
When he feels good, we can ask him again.
He's going to talk to us now.
Maybe we went to get Jamie Lee. We could just wait down here.
Is he hiding behind around the corner?
No, eventually he comes back.
A little bit paler?
Yeah, a little paler.
Are you feeling alright now?
That's a nasty thing to be showing people.
It is. Have you woken up with scratches or burns?
It's moving it around so much.
Well, everyone knows. That's why we don't have that much custom anymore. If you sleep here, he comes and gets you. And he kills you in the one place you can't protect yourself. In your dreams. Most of us what work here, we've sort of learned not to dream. That's where you're safe.
But you don't get proper sleep.
You live. No one really wants to talk about it, but that's him.
Stop.
I suppose you'll be wanting to check out then.
No, we wanting to help.
But to wish you could.
Was there anything he enjoyed in life? Murdering people?
Well, food, eating, the theatre. Wait, no, that's Trumpy. He used to enjoy hearing stories of far-off places. That's, of course, before the fire. Now I suspect he's happy killing people. Maybe he's angry at being wrongfully killed.
I think so, yeah. But if he was told that he wasn't, that yes, he was wrongfully killed.
I think he knows that.
And that everyone's sorry. Because I don't think anyone's talk to him apart from screaming and saying, "Please don't kill me, please don't."
What if we found the body? We could get like a priest to
Or just
put
an
the
actual
spirit back into his body.
No.
Was there a funeral, a public funeral, California?
No, they just interred his body up in the unmarked grave for murderers up in the Tump.
The top.
Yeah.
What have we heard about the top?
We're not going anywhere near the top. Unless you want to become part of the undead cult.
Perhaps we need spirit.
Oh man, it's real convenient the cleric's out of action for a moment.
Perhaps the only way we can do it is holding a theory, getting people.
A young man walks in. He says, I have a message here for delivery to Curtis. Oh, that's me. Alright, here you go, sir. He hands over a folded parchment with a wax seal. Curtis looks at it strangely and opens it up. And then he goes even paler. He sort of drops it and staggers backwards. And runs out the back.
Did we catch what the seal was?
It's the parchment sitting on the
It's
ground in
still
front
just
of
on
us.
the ground there because
Oh.
he just dropped it, so
What's on the
we'll take him to the thing, pick up parchment.
Yeah, pick up parchment.
Do you mean the
Okay.
brown parchment or the red parchment?
The parchment has a shockingly detailed picture in blood, and it's a fairly detailed depiction of a figure that looks like it could possibly be Curtis. It's got the same sort of hair and bland features and narrow shoulders that Curtis had, and this figure is being seems to be being pulled apart by a bunch of razor taloned hands coming out of the sort of blood around the sides, which could either be fire or shadow or something. And there's like words drawn in the blood around him.
Are they common ones?
Yes, you can read them. It says, "You will die if you tell."
I'm going to rush up the door and see if I can see the messenger.
Okay. Go.
10. What do you want on
It's wisdom.
wisdom? Yep.
He doesn't appear to be around.
He's only been out for 2 seconds. He's not that busy, I don't guess.
Not as busy as it should be.
We'll come back inside and the messenger was gone, so
Perhaps we shouldn't call them postal service.
There's not that many people can read.
Do you think he already told us what he wasn't intended to tell us?
I don't think so. You could ask.
Me?
Well, we could ask.
Might say.
I wouldn't either if you could come flashing a photo at me, picture at me.
I'm not going to get Debbie this one.
What's the seal on it?
What's
What's the seal?
The seal looks like a little flame on top of a candle. Well, the more you look at it,
More looks
it could be a torso. The parchment reeks of ichor.
How do we want to proceed? Because I don't think we're going to get any more answers out of Curtis.
What about Jamie Lee?
I think Curtis is going to tell Jamie Lee about what's just happened. Do you wish to go up to the pump and try and find his?
If there's an undead cult, then wouldn't his corpse likely be undead as well?
Quite likely.
Shouldn't we wait for Cephiro?
We could go and discuss it with Cephiro.
It seems like the best thing to do. He knows more about undead than we do.
Curtis is not coming back anytime soon, do you think? No. There's no one else in the bar?
The common room is deserted. One or two people sleeping down the far end. Are you going in to check on them?
Well, not like just kind of.
Oh, well, they seem fine from a distance.
They seem fine because they're not moving.
Oh no, they're not moving.
We'll go down and see if anyone can view the room.
Okay, you're gonna check the guy on the left side or the right side first?
Left side.
Okay, strong side. It's G's just sleeping quite peacefully. With a slow, heavy breath. He reeks of ale and donkey.
Right side.
The right side guy is also in complete peace, having moved on to a better place. His throat appears to have been ripped out, and the straw and the floor inside of his bed that was hidden from the entrance is covered in rank, sticky blood. There is evidence that there was a sheet of parchment laid down in the pool at some point. Sticky mess looks like it's about as old as the stuff on your mess on the note you've taken from Curtis. There's also evidence of wax.
If he's in a dream, how can he do things like this and outside of it?
May have someone doing it for him. Like the messenger who got away. Or we're in a dream, or I'm in a dream. I might be dreaming this.
Or maybe you're all asleep. Yeah, you actually hear that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm sure you both wake her up in time to avoid the horrible pain and death.
What do you want?
I want, we all want, a good night's sleep. Wait.
He creeps a little closer to you.
There's something I think you all need to know. Do you want me to tell you a secret?
The horribly burnt face peels apart in a rictus grin. Flesh sort of stretching and snapping away from the mouth.
Do you want me to tell you the secret, kids?
You all wake up. It's past 6. You two were supposed to be watching her. You still have a burn. It's not been treated.
How did you fall asleep?
Because it just did.
I'm treated for realsies now.
Well, or are you?
Well, you're asking if we're all in a dream? I guess that answers it.
At least we know we can be in each other's dreams now.
We should go get Cephiro. It's just
Unless we're in a dream now and we never lived and took him to the temple.
Let's go see
and he's
Cephiro.
not actually dying, hearing the voice of God.
With the rat.
Oh, the rat's just finished drawing or etching this thing into the floor.
Is it the base?
Yeah.
I check my pockets. Is the paper there?
None of your pouches contain anything, except what's supposed to be there.
need to be in there.
I believe everyone has 2 pouches, except for you who bought more.
But we've talked to Curtis, so could Curtis be asleep as well?
Let's find a messenger.
What if everyone... No, but what messenger?
No.
If we were in a dream before, then the messenger was just a figment of the dream. So if we're in a dream
I'll go
now,
downstairs
we go
and see if Curtis is alright.
Jamie Lee's on the counter.
Jamie Lee, where is Curtis?
Asleep, I hope.
I hope not. Where is he?
He'll be out back and...
I'll rush out back.
Hey, you can't go back there. Hey! She'll chase after you.
Yep. I'll find him and try and wake him.
He wakes up.
Are you alright?
You again. God, you know, I don't take this the wrong way, but I was just dreaming of you.
Yes, I know. And we were there. All of us were dreaming, and he was there.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I know. He told you not to tell us.
No, I don't know anything.
Take them up and show them the red room.
We have that picture still.
Good for you. I don't know anything.
That's fine. We want to help though.
Help by not asking me anything.
That's fine. But I just wanted to make sure you're alright.
Well, thanks. I'm not. Jamie Lee doesn't look in any way puzzled.
Sorry.
Well, you can't be back here. You best leave.
Yes. I'll head out. You guys down there or?
So how do we know that anything we did hasn't been a dream? What if from the start, even from when we first met, that was just a dream, that we're still asleep there, and that he can how do we know he doesn't have
I'm gonna go
that sort
downstairs
of
and
reach
check
like
the
this?
messenger.
She walks out while you're in the middle of talking.
You come down. I'm glad I'm still downstairs.
Okay, so what are you looking for?
The person that I saw in the dream that was the messenger.
You don't see anyone in the common room that looks like that?
No, let's check the stream as well. Just kind of.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yes. 3.
You don't see anyone like that on the street.
I'll get to the comments.
Okay. There's 2 people sleeping down the end.
I'll go check if the guy on the right is dead.
Yeah, quite. Looks like his throat's been ripped out.
Does it have the parchment?
Nope.
There's no wax or anything like that. Yeah. I'll head downstairs.
Okay. You head downstairs.
Common is
Oh,
downstairs.
is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll get to
So I'll be in the
west
common
of
room
this.
now.
Yeah.
After being asked to leave.
You're in the common room.
So the man in the comments is still dead. So if there's that sort of fidelity between the each dream, then maybe this is also a dream in which something only is slightly different, and we might wake up from this one, or maybe we're still in the inn, and Cephiro's actually dying of the amber death and not hearing God. So maybe we need to find a way to wake up and save Cephiro from the amber death, or maybe he doesn't even have the amber death.
Well, spraying it.
No, but think about it. The priest
He's behind us now.
The priest said that it's very rare for anyone to hear the voice of God, and even he hasn't heard the voice of his God. So if maybe Cephiro didn't even hear the voice of it. It was just all a part of the dream. It was just an
I'll
elaborate.
turn around and slap him.
What was?
Careful, he's a mage.
What was that?
Because you're rambling.
You're talking too much, and there is a possibility of thinking in your head.
But it's easier to think out loud.
I'm gonna slap him 2 more times.
Fighting that impulse. You're going to go for that.
Do you have to slap the other cheek to even it up?
Oh, 6, it's okay. I'm sorry.
It was like you or me was going to do it.
But these are important things that we have to.
Don't worry, she probably won't slap you with that on. That's horribly burned.
He forgot.
The fact that she will shows just how much she has in slapping him.
This will hurt
So
me, but
you know it's a threat. You know it's a threat.
I'll look around to see if anyone's following us.
Well, everyone's staring at you now because of him.
We'll continue on.
Yep.
The temple. Get him.
Okay. You arrive at the temple. He's still in there.
Does that answer your question, Aedrin?
I'm
No.
convinced we're in a dream.
How would you test this?
Because the priest said that no one really hears the voice of God. So that was actually just the dream trying to trick me into thinking.
I hear you've come back for me.
I was about to go. I'm sorry, he followed. We've just had an incident.
There's actually an easy way to test if you're in a dream, but I don't know if your character knows it.
Is it to go somewhere you've never been before, test?
No, it's try to read something.
Read something.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Hey, read this book. Oh, I can't read it. Oh, there you go. There's the answer. Couldn't read it beforehand anyway. Hey, you might be up to
Don't
read
go
it.
something I've never been. It never worked for me because I just place.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just see if you have that book that he can't read. What if you open the book up and could read it in the dream?
How can I help you all?
We found some interesting things about this inn.
This
No,
Go on.
it is haunted.
A little bit more than haunted, but sure.
it could have been the bandits.
He's lost. I was burnt in the dream.
I can't see that, but
Smell it.
It's a dream, so just think really hard that you want to be able
He
to
believes
see.
he's still in the dream. We all ended up in the dream together.
and you got burned in the dream.
Yes. Then I believed I woke up, but I didn't. We all ended up
You've
asleep.
been trying to fight against this horror in the dream.
We have, and
It didn't
once,
work out.
well, once we realised what was happening, unfortunately he ejected us from the dream.
Violently.
But it just didn't.
Just like
I may be able to help, but I'll need a good night's rest before I can.
Well, then you might want to stay here. You'd never get one in the end.
Unless they're still there, or even if we either
Aedrin.
came here. sorry.
You don't
My
dream
other
though,
hand
do
is
you?
really one on the other side of your face.
I dream.
I'm sorry.
But you didn't dream bad dreams in the end, did you?
I had one that started off as bad and then Tor intervened and then
Yes.
transported me to back home at
When you were struck by
Serenia
lightning, yes.
with beautiful green fields and orange trees and the ocean spreading before me. Ships on the horizon dancing in the wind.
Perfect. That's definitely a trick of the dream.
He was just saying he wasn't a dream. Weren't you listening?
Yeah, but
Yes. Oh my gosh.
it's just a way to trick us into this thinking that this isn't a dream, but it definitely is.
Can somebody slap him so he knows
Oh,
this isn't a dream?
I'll threaten to.
Oh.
Someone probably needs to bring up the fact that you can feel pain in these dreams, so that's not exactly a test.
No.
I can
It's probably best if you stay here tonight and rest.
I can cast protection from evil on all three of you. When you go into your dreams, it should protect you from him and you may be able to accomplish.
Are you able to cast it in this state?
I believe I can, but I still need a good night's rest in order to meditate and
Well,
for Tor to grant me the ability to.
we've slept. This day.
Still.
We might go and carry on, but we'll come collect you tomorrow if that's what you wish.
Unless we die.
Well, I will pray for you that does not happen.
I'm not afraid of death.
May he watch over you who is judge over all the world. May he watch over you who is judge over all the world. May he watch over you who is judge over all the world.
But if this is a dream, then wouldn't the burned man be the?
It's like you're going to bring up this was a dream technically. You haven't been visible.
Oh yes, and I noticed your rat can draw rather well.
Of course he can. Scribbles is amazing. He also writes great stories.
What kind of stories?
Theory.
He's embellished some of my previous encounters on the road.
But maybe he was in the dream for longer, and he just that was just the way that it has happened in his dream.
What? No, don't worry. Stop.
Like Scribbles drew in your dream.
Yes.
Before you even knew he could.
Yes.
I nearly woke up and he was drawing
Dick.
Interesting.
I don't know if I'm just isn't right.
Well, I don't want to be right, but we have to consider the possibility.
Well.
Listen, perception check.
Difficult or standard?
Trying to hear the voice in the background.
Yeah.
If there's a voice in the background, yeah. So it'd be difficult.
Okay. Percentile, or 3 or better, 3 or worse on your d20.
So both.
You're trying to get 15% here, or less. You didn't hear anything.
Does your perception check? Because
Wisdom.
if anything was different from the last time we came here. If we came here at all. Thank you. Before you said it. 12.
The paranoia
Against your
spreads.
wisdom.
That beats my wisdom.
What if I'm just a figment of the dream to annoy you into thinking that it can't possibly be that we're in the dream right now? Then it would be most likely that we're in the dream.
Oh, I hope this is a dream and this is you in your dream state, because if this is...
You're not stuttering. Yes, you are. Don't worry.
So yes, there are a few differences. Some of the candles have been changed.
Some of them bigger, some of them smaller.
People are standing in different places.
Oh my god! They're all different!
Has the sun moved in the sky?
If the acolyte in the front row is the same man as he was before, then he has hair where previously there was no hair before. And he's starting to notice girls.
Like you two.
Yeah, no, this looks like the same building. It looks consistent as far as you remember. Yeah, it's got the same paintings, the same columns, the same friezes, the same open roof with the burned face staring down from above, laughing at you. The same floors.
Pull
The
out
same.
my scroll.
Burn face from the roof staring down at us.
Oh.
No, I'm joking about that.
I realise that, but this is. That's the one thing.
Do you see how much attention they pay?
No, like,
Two of us are paying a little bit attention.
It's so relevant in dreams though, because that's what happened. Like that's normal. Like,
No.
It's when you look at one of us and we look back at you, and then all of a sudden, peeled face burning. That's when you know you're in a dream.
oh my god, what if it's just been Aedrin all along? He's like, surprise, guys.
And
Can
then
we
you
try
look
that?
across and there's an old you with this really white beard, with a big long beard, and it looks back and then it's
Just pretty creepy.
Alright. Well, we cannot.
I'm going to start praying for 3 lots of protection from evil.
I thought you would do that tomorrow after you sleep.
No, I pray before I go to sleep.
So it won't come into effect till tomorrow.
Correct. Once I wake up, I will have the ability to use it.
If you wake up.
Yeah.
That assumes that you weren't still asleep.
Thank you for the 4th time.
Fourth.
8th time.
Aedrin, my friend, a piece of advice. You may want to tone down your conspiracy theories, or you may end up dying whether you're in a dream or not.
But
I hear you can die in dreams.
What happens in the dream world is real.
What I'm saying, Aedrin, is that Sulin and Mara might kill you if you don't shut up.
It'd be suicide. Isn't that what we said last time? Suicide.
What would be?
If he was to die.
Oh, if he were to kill himself.
No, if we were to stab him, because
why would
he won't shut up.
But these are important things that we need to
No, it's suicide.
discuss.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Fucking toddler.
It's twice tonight so far. Explaining the suicide again.
I feel like I'm like the only sane person in this.
That's how I was explaining it. They committed suicide.
Arguably, I'm the most sane because I'm considering all the possibilities.
Well, we can't do it until tomorrow. What do we wish to do now?
Actually,
Might I suggest you all resist going to sleep until the morning. I will get some sleep here, and then you come and get me come sun up. And
how did you fall asleep when we were looking after Sulin?
I don't know. I was asleep.
Aedrin.
What the most likely cause is that was actually still a dream, and so because it's a dream, it's easier for contrivance to happen that we just happen to fall asleep.
So if that was the case, then we never came here.
No, that's what I'm saying. Even before we met, at any point, we could have been like even when we were put to sleep. That sleep spell when we first met, that could have put us. So we could still be in the ditch, or even. Sorry.
Suicide.
You have to put a ghost
The thoughts. You stay up all night and keep yourselves busy. Come and get me in the morning. Then I will cast protection and enable for more of you, so you can get some sleep and try and fight us in your dream and give you the edge you need. If I see anything, I suppose that doesn't work. I can't see anything. Scribbles will warn me. If Scribbles sees you in any distress and you need woken up,
You might be a bit better tomorrow. You might be able to see something.
perhaps in time.
When you dreamed earlier today, could you see that then?
No, he was going to shade of water.
Of course I could.
Then wouldn't we be able to just stay in... Sorry, I think we're leaving, sorry.
Good evening. You will all be in my prayers tonight. None of you more than others.
Some of you less than others. That's why I'm not the
Also the low charisma roll.
So, leave the temple.
Yes.
What are you doing?
What time is it?
Well, given all of that, I feel quite encouraged to, say, move it along to Vespers.
If we're assuming that this isn't a dream right now, we should probably try to stay in another tavern. We should stay in another tavern so that when we fall asleep, or if the tavern itself can put us to sleep, we need to...
Yeah. We're running.
Here's the problem, guys. Your mage has the biggest con out of all of you.
But that's the problem. Yes, the problem is we both have running.
He doesn't.
That's the only side effect.
That one wasn't even crazy. I was just suggesting that the most logical purpose was to stay in another
Is he
range.
joining beside us?
No,
No, I just thought
that's
it was
still now. We couldn't afford another one anyway.
You should invite them all to your show
We can
tonight.
only afford the one we're in at the moment. I didn't need it because I don't know about it.
So what are you two doing? Where are you two running to?
We're running towards the end, but yeah.
Yeah, they've run off. They've run so far away.
At least I just keep the thing. Even in the dream, I might get a little more argument with that.
You might get lost in the city. Don't start, please. It's still confusing, I don't understand. What? I know it's a dream, but it's the way he keeps going. All I know is...
It's cute how you two are bonding over your mutual annoyance.
all I know is this is real, and this is real. So, grabbing my sword and bow.
Oh, I thought it was grabbing breasts.
This is my rifle. No, again, without saying it, it doesn't go on. And you don't know what I'm saying, grab this and this. It means nothing, doesn't it?
I would have automatically.
Exactly, so that's why I explained. I grabbed this and this, which was my sword and my bow.
And my axe.
Okay.
Yes.
You arrive at the inn. The Athenaeum is shut.
This is definitely a trick.
What's a trick? Says a voice from behind you.
I'll look to see who it is.
It's a guardsman.
What time does the Athenaeum open?
Opens when they open it.
Did they open it today?
Oh no, it's been closed up.
Why?
Don't know.
But it was open yesterday.
Aye.
That's the problem with splitting the party.
That was before EA bought it out and then closed it. So.
Thank you. I start heading towards the end. That's where I assume they went.
Or did they? So, you're both at the inn. The new boyfriend. What are you doing?
Enter.
You enter the new boyfriend.
I'm entering the new boyfriend. It's normally the other way around, but I thought I'd mix it up this time.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You're all good. You enter the inn. Well done.
Who's all around?
There is a strange Eastern girl with violet eyes and dark hair. She seems to have followed you in. She says.
How you doing? Anyway, is there anyone else in the inn that we recognise?
Yeah, there's a city guardsman standing just outside the commons. And if you look in, there's more in there examining the dead body.
Do I recognise the guardsman as one that we met before, or
No, not really.
just a generic?
Just a guardsman.
Do you come here often?
Flirting.
Only when I'm hungry.
I'm guessing you're not hungry now, though.
Nah, because she's a dick guy. Had his throat pulled out by a dream he did.
What?
That's a normal thing in this city.
Yeah, that's what I say.
You're falling asleep.
Hello. Yeah.
Well, if it was true that the dream... Tap, tap.
Oh, what?
If it's true that you fall asleep and you dream and you die, do you really want to be sleeping here?
Sorry, it's been a long day.
Well, you might want to be relieved and
Oh, were you what done it, weren't it?
No, you're standing guard for the other
Yeah,
guys.
I'm standing guard on my guard. Yeah, we're fish down from barren knolls, states we are.
It's not what's up there.
Grass and snow. Good to be in the big city.
I'm guessing it'll be cold.
Nah, it's real warm down here. Real warm in the city.
Is it? Tap, tap. Guards, your guard is sleeping on the job.
Who are you?
I'm Sulin.
No, shut up, don't believe you. Here, wake up. Oh, sorry, Sarge, it's been a long day. I know. Alright, let's see your papers.
weren't required to have cables to enter the city.
Nah, shut up, don't believe you. Right, clear off. There's a crime investigator going on here. None of your business. Horrible, grisly murder.
Good luck with the investigation.
Oh, alright.
It's like the old generic answer.
This is not autopilot, doesn't know what you say.
It doesn't matter what I say, the generic answer, but it'll be completely wrong to the question or thing I say.
What do you expect from Baron Knowles Irregulars?
God. And his clan of shitty figgles.
You're not ready for them yet.
No.
Right, so there you are.
Standing outside the commons, but rushing away. Is anyone in the common room?
Yeah, there are a couple of drinkers.
Yeah, the ones that we've seen before.
They do seem to be regulars, yeah.
And who's serving at the bar?
That would be Jamie Lee for now. They will change over once it gets to Vespers.
What was his trouble?
It is.
Right. I see you, Jamie Lee.
Do you?
Do you need a bouncer for tonight? I'm obviously with a friend and sick at the moment. You're down a bouncer.
Couldn't hurt.
Would you like me to do it?
You're a woman.
I thought that was obvious.
It's almost a voluntary setting. She's saying, because it's with me to go.
But on
That's all they're really good for.
On my island, it's only women that guard. It's we guard, we hunt, we.
But we're not on your island.
I know. It's,
She's very capable.
Yeah, but it's going to cause problems.
like
Bunch of drunk men in here, and you being mostly naked.
You'd be asking for it. Slut.
Yeah, this job's for sluts, not sluts.
if you don't wish my help, it's fine. I offer it freely.
I think it would be more trouble than it's worth. Thanks for the offer. I think.
We pick up the room.
Okay.
He's not drawn the forest door.
He just seems to be having a post-meal nap.
I realise it's the only bit in there. I didn't know that.
It's gone.
I know. This I feed you rat.
I thought he felt heavy on my forehead.
This is a ball rat.
We should get a meal.
Maybe we could wait for probably do.
Stop saying about the dream! Right, we'll right. So your lands, what are they like? I mean, you guys have asked me about mine. I've been implied not to ask you about yours. It's only fair. You guys have asked me. I must ask you. It's polite to ask.
Okay. I come from a port city. Lots of ships.
be nice. I was more inland, so we didn't have ships. We used boats.
Robots too.
I'm assuming this is an in-character awkward
This is
silence,
awkward, yeah,
so
I'm
don't
guessing so,
cut
too.
it out of the.
So do I just awkwardly like stumble through?
It's the only way you destroy awkward silence. Or how you end an awkward silence.
Not throw a bumbling teenager into it.
That's right.
So what are you doing? You going to carry on your conversation?
The awkward conversation of two people
Well, he
trying
was.
to
He
tell each
wouldn't
other
have
anything.
been. He wouldn't have been too far away from coming in anyway. So it probably was him bumbling in. And
All right.
Right, so now, okay, so if we have to,
now he's here. We should eat.
You should. And you should tell us about your home.
but
Yes.
it's just
Yes, your home.
just look, listen first.
Yes, we're listening.
If we have
To you.
to have any chance of victory, we have to assume that what we're in right now is not a dream, which means that we have to also assume that he can put us into a dream at least while we're in this building. So we should probably leave this building and at least try to stay at like a holy place where he's least likely to be able to put us into a dream, but before we can get Cephiro's help.
I had work tonight at the opera house.
You work at the
Opera
house.
I did like how simultaneous. I was just like, wait, what?
Actually, I wouldn't want you to come along because it's just to be expensive. But yeah, I do. I play my instrument there.
Oh.
We could come along and wait outside.
It's probably safer than in this building.
But before we go, we should eat.
Yes.
So what are you doing?
Eating.
Right. You're going down to the common room for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're paying your minute fee? Yes.
What was it again?
Copper each, isn't it?
Well, generally, yes. Your patience of the inn. You can get your basic meal for a copper each, which is basically it's got some meat, it's got some spud, and it's got some vegetable matter.
And you can't tell which is which.
No, this is pretty good.
And does it taste like food? Like, does it? Can you actually take? Can I taste it?
Yeah.
Doesn't taste like ash.
I don't know. I've never tasted ash.
I don't think
And
it
I
tastes very
don't
well.
want to use my powers of imagination to taste ash. I imagine he tastes like balls.
So after our meal, we're over the meal. Obviously, I'll be asking you. So, where are you from? What your homeland's like?
Oh, well, real not very nice.
How?
In comparison to.
In days long ago.
Well, like here, if I use magic, nobody tries to string me up and light me on fire.
That's a small bonus.
What?
They don't do that to our wise ones on our island.
How do they treat them there?
With great respect.
They're in charge.
They're part of the council.
I've heard that some places have mages in positions of power, but in Romania, it's everyone's scared of magic and magic users.
Don't mind me. I'm just staying awake.
So when I accidentally used magic for the first time, the villagers were trying to get me, but my parents gave me some supplies and I managed to get away.
So it would have been hard for you. You have lived off the land for a while.
Yeah. Well, we were farmers before I had to leave, and I looked for a while to find somewhere, but in the end, my master Fabian found me unconscious, and decided he wanted a servant, and then he taught me magic.
I presumed you wanted some additional.
Well, I thought magic was banned.
I managed to get out, and Fabian lived close to a city. He didn't like the way the mages did anything where they were.
Pay attention to what you're doing, Steve.
I am.
But yeah, I don't think I'll go back.
Not if they kill you. It's you need to find a place that respects you. It reveres you for your abilities, not persecute you for your achievements.
I don't want anything like that. I just wanted to be treated like everyone else. It's not like I chose to just be able to do this.
No one chooses their path. It is gifted to them by the goddess. You go, fucking taunted it!
Sometimes I just wish this wasn't the one I was given.
There was obviously a reason for you to be given this, so learn as much and you'll find your path someday.
That's what I'm trying to do.
What do you think, Lady Mara?
Well, I know where I'm from. Magic users aren't. They can be quite feared, but not.
They can also be revered too.
Yes. You're not really strung up by your ankles and set on fire, if that's what you're asking. Not that it matters where I'm from, though.
You could go there.
Sometimes I just wanted to. I'd just rather look like you or Mara. I don't have anything like that. Just treat it like anyone else.
No. Where I'm from, I was never treated like everyone else. I was always different.
Why?
Because we all had our positions in life. I can't aspire to be a wise one like you. If you're female.
I mean, what about your male mages?
There is no male mages in our culture. It doesn't exist.
Really?
We don't have mages, but we have no male wise ones, no.
Oh.
No, I feel like that.
What?
No one stopped talking and ate my fish.
Maybe Cephiro is the one after.
Possibly.
So you finish your meal.
It'd be one of those.
We just had an angsty teenage meal.
Place I come from sex more than your place.
Exactly. I like my place. It was great.
No, I'm more worse off. No, I'm more worse off. But I'm more worse
Cephiro would love your place too. Initially.
So you died of a shattered pelvis.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
It'd be horrific.
Well, it probably wouldn't.
You passed around like a bitch, you sold for the. I'll give you 2 beads for him.
I just sold you for 2 beads. How does that make you feel? I don't even use beads.
Anyway, is there anything anyone wanted to add to the 23 minutes of discussion, frantic paper shuffling?
It's important.
Do you remember what my place thought of mages? I'm sorry, I couldn't remember.
That's why it was good creating it yourself. You have to remember because you made it.
Right, so, being post-dinner,
We would make our way to the house.
to the where?
To
Opera house.
Okay.
My work.
You arrive.
Only me? What happened to these cronies? Did they die?
Or you as in the collective you. Now, does anyone remember what the current show is?
Yes. What about the animals in...
Much to do about the
Much to
animals.
do
do other animals, yeah.
Much ado about the pets of the area. So, you go in the workman's entrance. What are you guys doing?
I'm sorry.
No, it's the right word.
You always just try following in as, into the band.
Groupies. Yeah, I think I'd stand out.
Yes, you are currently jutting quite a bit.
Not that cold.
Could be go dancer, will we?
Just go on and say you're an escort. Look at the man in the front row. You don't have a seat. It's his lap.
This is opera. There are standards. You understand.
You say those.
One must dress for the occasion, or dress at all, in fact. No, I'm afraid you just won't do. Certainly not as a patron.
Yeah, it wouldn't be there anyway. No, it would, I'll find a spot to observe the doorway from and wait.
Okay.
I'll blend into the shadows.
Roll.
Always listen to Aedrin's relative
Wow.
dream theory.
Is that less than your hide and shadow score?
Sulin, where have you gone?
Yeah. You walk into a shadowed region and a look, and soon you appear to just be part of the scenery that you adopt a position, and soon your arm is part of the downspout, and you
So
blend
we'll
into
blend
the
in
shadow and
shadows.
disappear. Annoyingly. You lose track of her at one point and now can't find her.
Where did she... It is a train.
Oh shit, what have you done?
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
If I'm tired of doing it all, maybe it's someone else, but...
I am watching him.
Yeah. Could Miss Sulin please come to the front, check out your son is missing.
You have your son here and he's rather destroyed.
That was the Champions of Jor-Karroc, an archival recording of an AD&D 2.5 edition pen and paper role-playing game night. The opening credits music was Lords of the Sky from the Battleforge OST. The intermission was the Nightmare on Elm Street 1984 original cinematic trailer. Contained within this archival recording was Boga's I Ran Away cover for appropriateness and an excerpt from The Wicker Man. Closing music was The Dream from the Baldur's Gate 1 original soundtrack. These musics are used in a non-profit archive tabletop session played and no ownership is expressed or implied. Video footage from the intro is credited in its video format. The preceding game night may have contained music and sound from Imogen Heap, George Michael, Evanescence, Age of Wonders 2, Aeon, Baldur's Gate 2, Battle Realms, Battleforge, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Conan the Barbarian, Consortium, Daggerfall, Dark Souls 2, Darksiders, Darksiders 2, Demon's Souls, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Divinity 2, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, D&D Official RP Soundtrack, EverQuest 2, Fable The Lost Chapters, God of War 2, God of War 3, Guild Wars, Eye of the North, Guild Wars Factions, Guild Wars Nightfall, Guild Wars Additional Music, Heroes of Might and Magic 5, Hitman Blood Money, Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning, Krull, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, Lords of the Fallen, Lord of the Rings War in the North, Morrowind, Vampire the Masquerade, Oblivion, Pillars of Eternity, Risen, Sacred 2, The Settlers 2, The Settlers 5, The Witcher 2, The Witcher 3, The X-Files, Trine 2, Unreal Tournament 2004, Wolfenstein The New Order, Fallout New Vegas, Golden Axe, Age of Conan, RoboCop, Blind Guardian, Deus Ex, Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, The Hobbit Trilogy, The Star Wars Special Edition Trilogy, The Star Wars Prequel Trilogy, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, Serenity, the Star Trek movie soundtracks, Star Wars The Old Republic, Manos, The Hands of Fate, Babylon 5, Gran Turismo 5, Deathstalker, Phantom of the Opera, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, Desadia Duodecim, miscellaneous other classical music, sound effects, or fantasy tracks taken from YouTube, too numerous to list. Music is used as a non-profit manner to enhance gameplay and is included in the archive as audible on the night. If you would like to be credited for your music and it is not listed here, please send a message to the channel and a proper credit will be applied in the description and future audio credits. The preceding archival recording contains strong language, sexual references, adult themes, and should not have been listened to if you are under the age of 18, have a history of mental disorders, lack coping skills, a chronic inability to press stop or back buttons, find said material offensive, are easily upset, disgusted, offended by puns, are pregnant, or have no sense of humor.